Hey guys. Okay, so one thing that's kind of bugging me a little bit is I've found, or at least I've kind of been experiencing that whenever I decide I want to channel surf or something, I can't find anything at least decent on TV. Um, and so I would go, let's say, on Facebook or something, and just be like, hey, anybody know of any good TV shows that I could possibly at least watch an episode of, see if I like it, whatever. And when I do that, it seems like everybody's just like, oh, well, or at least the people who actually comment on my post are like, well, have you tried Netflix or Hulu or some other platform like that? And I've had to tell at least a couple of people, like, look, like specifically about Netflix, I'd be like, look, my paycheck essentially, I don't have enough money right now to, apply for Netflix or whatever. So right now I have to do TV. And then it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm trying to reach people to see, hey, what are you watching? Is it currently on live TV or something where I can just DVR it and watch it later? But yeah, I mean, I don't have a Netflix account, and yes, it would probably be a good idea to get one, but considering my current financial situation where I have to pay, where like most of my paycheck goes to like bills and things like that, it's it's probably not worth it at the moment for me to get Netflix. Now, granted, I could ask my mom if I could include stuff in hers, and she is willing for me to do that, but I just, it's one of those things where it's like, she's got her stuff that she watches. I've got my stuff that I watch. And I'm perfectly fine with using it on, or watching it on TV. Because, not that I won't use hers, I will, I would. However, I don't really feel like it right now. I mean, granted, some of the stuff that she gets, she might think I'm interested in, which I'm not. And, I mean, okay, some of her stuff is, her and I watch some of the same stuff, like NCIS or Bones, or, stuff like that. But a lot of the other stuff, it's like chick flicks. And I'm not necessarily a chick flick kind of person. I mean, yes, I will watch some romantic stuff. Like Beauty and the Beast, but that's not necessarily romantic in the sense of I used to watch it when I was a kid as like a Disney movie animated. Um, but then they came out with a new version, and that is a great thing. I went to go see it. I would buy the DVD just to say I have the live action version. But anyway, it's just one of those things where it's like you ask for suggestions, and then on like a specific platform, like television, but then the suggestions that you get aren't necessarily on that platform. And it bugs me because it's like, why? If you're asking for a specific platform, why not just get suggestions from that platform? It's like nobody really watches TV anymore. And I mean, half the time I'm watching the news because that's what's on the television half the time. And yes, it is good to get updated with what's going on in the world, or at least in your area. But honestly, I don't watch the news all that often. I'm more of one of those people that will watch Tanked or Impractical Jokers or Hack My Life, which Hack My Life actually has some good tips on it. And then I used to watch Mythbusters before they stopped filming, although I think they're coming up with a new team to carry on that legend or whatever. Then there was Dirty Jobs, which I think got canceled, which was fine, and Micro came out with a new thing afterwards called Somebody's Gotta Do It, but I think that stopped after like a few seasons or so. But those were like all of the good shows essentially that I was at the time, like quite a few years ago, that I actually watched. And now that they're gone, I'm looking for new things. And currently I've been watching Supernatural, which is great. I've got all of the seasons except for I think 6 and 7. But I have watched those. Like I've watched all the episodes, like reruns. And then I've either been gifted most of those seasons or I bought them myself. So I have most of that series anyway. But otherwise, it's just nothing's really on that I can find. And if it is on, I don't necessarily know about it because I'm either at work or I'm watching something else, like that I have DVR'd. And yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess. But yeah, so now I feel like I either have to channel surf or find people I know, like that I have contact with, like every day or something, or maybe not every day, but at least, you know, often enough, and be like, hey, do you watch anything fun on actual TV? And it's just, yeah, I guess it just gets slightly annoying when you specify, or at least you think you're specifying enough, and it turns out that you're not being as specific as you could be in things. And honestly, I don't feel like spending my time channel surfing when I could be watching good shows. And I feel like that's all I'm doing now is channel surfing. And then it just it's just one of those things, I guess, where it's like you do that, and then people wonder why you're not going out and doing stuff. And that's kind of like what I guess that's what my mom is thinking sometimes. You know, she's kind of like, why are you doing, why are you spending time just watching TV all the time and sitting around and not going out and making friends and all? And yeah, I mean, not that I don't want to make friends. I mean, I've got friends. Do we do a whole lot together? I mean, it depends. I mean, some friends, yes, some friends, no. But I mean, a lot of my friends live in different states, or if they do live in North Carolina, they have other stuff that's going on in their lives. Like, I think a couple of my friends have kids. A few of my friends are married. Uh, a lot of my friends live back in Virginia. And I mean, I could do stuff with all of them, but I mean, it's a matter of working around our schedule, or our schedules, and yeah. Like, I've got one friend who's got stuff planned for, for like a get together and all. And I want to go, but I gotta ask. I gotta see if I can get that time off. So, yeah. But anyway, looking for good shows on TV is just, it's kind of hard now. I mean, at least for me. Like, I mean, I'm glad there's new stuff, but part of me is just like, why not just keep some of the old stuff? Like reruns and stuff. I guess I could get all the seasons and all, but that would actually be a good Christmas/birthday thing. Like making a list and stuff on that. I should probably do that. Anyway, yeah, so anyway, if you've gotten to this part of the video, please comment below and let me know if there's any good TV shows that you watch. I might check them. I'll probably check them out, and I'll even reply, see if I like it. Yeah. So, please, 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 I will love you forever. Well, I will love you for as long as I can. How about that? Yeah. So, please try to comment in this section below. I need to redo my nails. But please comment in the section below, and with TV shows that you watch. I guess if you want to include Netflix and stuff, but I would prefer it to be on TV. Now, if it has a Netflix along with the TV series or whatever, like if previous seasons are on Netflix, that's great. But yeah. So please comment below, and I will see you guys later. Adieu.